Hello, my name is Grace Johnson and I am from the rural town of Burns, Oregon. I grew up on the outskirts of Burns with my mom, dad, my two brothers, and a farm full of various animals. As a young kid, I loved reading, playing outside with the animals, and especially riding my horses. School has always been one of my biggest priorities in life, as I believe that a good education will carry me far. Growing up, I considered a B grade as a failure, and I strived for excellence in every subject. While I did end up getting 1B in my high school career, I kept trying my hardest to maintain the highest GPA that I possibly could. I took AP and college level classes and whatever education opportunities that my school had to offer me. School may have been my main priority, but it was definitely not my only one. I have played softball for the Burns Highlanders all 4 years that I've been in high school. In that time, my team has been able to work together to bring home 2 state championship titles for our division. I received my varsity letter for all 4 years of playing softball, and I couldn't have asked for a better team to play alongside. The National FFA organization has made an impact on countless lives across the nation, and I'm no exception. I joined my local Burns FFA chapter during my freshman year and slowly became more involved throughout the years as a high schooler, until finally I became an officer and served as our chapter reporter during my senior year. Aside from school extracurricular activities, I also took a leap of faith during my junior year and chose to try out to be the Harney County Fair and Rodeo Princess. This experience taught me so much and made a tremendous impact on who I am today. I would love to stay involved in my community as I grow up. Being involved in helping others is so important to me. I believe that there are many amazing programs that each community has to offer, and there's always a shortage of helping hands. Whether this means officiating a local youth softball game or keeping a rodeo court program running smooth, I would love to be a part of the many programs that a community offers to its members. As I mentioned earlier, I represented my county as the 2023 Harney County Fair and Rodeo Princess. In case you're unfamiliar with rodeo royalty, it is the job of the rodeo princess to travel around the state during rodeo season to appear in different counties' fairs, parades, of course rodeos, and various other events in order to promote her own fair and rodeo event. This is often done by an announcement and a wave to the crowd with identifying gear for one's county. Advertisement also includes a big flashy trailer with events dates posted on it, public speaking and advocating for one's event, and chatting with rodeo fans in order to spread the word. Aside from just advertising for my rodeo, I also had a separate goal for myself when I was a rodeo princess. When I was a little girl, rodeo princesses were the best part of the entire rodeo to me. I looked up to them so much that I even ran around with a plastic crown stuck to my little cowboy hat. When I decided to run for rodeo court, I made it my goal to be a role model that young rodeo fans could look up to. I know not every young kid had access to the same resources and opportunities that I did, so it was very important to me to make sure that every child that I met felt special, because you never know the true impact of that interaction. Being a rodeo princess caused immense growth in me as an individual. Before my title, I was shy and pretty introverted, to the point that it shocked people when I wanted to try out for court. However, as the year went on, even I could see growth in myself, as I constantly pushed my comfort zone and became more outgoing. This leadership role also deepened my desire to help keep my community's traditions alive and thriving. Getting to see all of the work and effort that goes into our traditional event was inspiring, and it made me determined to help wherever I could. I had a blast helping wherever I found a need, from handing out the ribbons to the livestock exhibitors to holding a squirming goat for giggly children at the Pee Wee Rodeo. If there were one thing that I could have done differently for this leadership role, I think I would have taken even more public speaking opportunities. Often when I'm offered, I still shy away from the microphone a bit, as I prefer a one-on-one conversation with someone rather than a speech to the crowd. However, I believe public speaking is a valuable skill, so I think I should have taken as many opportunities as I possibly could have. The biggest group project that I have ever taken on is definitely becoming an officer for the Burns FFA. This project was an amazing experience for me, teaching me everything from teamwork to planning to leadership. Different FFA officers have a variety of different duties to help their chapter run smoothly. As the reporter, I had a very specific set of duties to do my part on the team, including managing our social media, advertising, and communications with the public. On our social media, I post about upcoming competitions, meetings, fundraisers, and other events in order to keep our members updated and on track. I also design and post advertisements on social media and around town to help boost our fundraiser engagement. If the public has questions or suggestions for our chapter, they can contact us through our social media pages, which I can then respond to. A few shared duties of the officers are things such as running and planning meetings, fundraisers, and dinners. This requires teamwork and compromise to make sure that everyone's ideas are heard and considered. While our officer team was typically very efficient and agreeable to working together, our team was not without its problems. Whether it's one officer feeling that another officer is not doing their job correctly, or a dispute or over a decision being made, conflicts arise within the team. This team taught me how to best handle these disputes and have a productive outcome. Now, I have wanted to attend Eastern Oregon University ever since I started looking at and considering colleges, all the way back in middle school. So you can probably imagine my thrill when my big brother decided to go there too last year. However, that's besides the point. To start off, EOU is the perfect school even location-wise for me because it's not too far from my hometown, so I can travel back for holidays, special occasions, and other reasons that I would want to be with my family. The next reason EOU is perfect for me is because it's not too large population-wise. I come from a small town and a small high school, so it would be nice to not have giant class sizes, just something a little closer to what I'm used to. However important to me they are, I'm sure that these reasons seem like very small and unlikely reasons to choose a school, but I felt that they were worth mentioning before we move on to the bigger reasons. First, much of my family has attended EOU and they all loved it and are doing very well with the education they received from Eastern. I would be delighted to have the opportunity to get that education as well. Eastern Oregon also offers a major that I would like to study, Human Health and Performance. I find human health very interesting and would love to pursue a health and nutrition-oriented work one day as a career. Last, but certainly not least, I appreciate the affordable cost that EOU offers. I researched for a school that had reasonable tuition for my budget, and Eastern was a perfect fit for me. The cost of attending EOU was something that I felt comfortable finding enough scholarships for, as well as working through school to pay for whatever scholarships may not cover. I am very interested in human health, so I chose to study human health and performance. When I graduate college, I would like to become a nutritionist, so human health will be a crucial piece of my education. In the future, I would like to focus on pediatric nutrition to help children receive better nutrition right from the get-go. This way, they can grow up as healthy and strong as possible. I am also interested in being able to advocate for local ranchers. Living in my ranching-based community, I've seen farmers and ranchers struggle to sell their products due to various agricultural issues that arise in today's world. While I know that nutrition is not an obvious link to the agricultural industry, I would like to do my part in advocating for healthy doses of good old ranch-raised meat. Last year, my brother was awarded this scholarship, and it has been a tremendous help to him as he pays for his education. So, when he told me about the scholarships that I should apply for this year, of course, this one was on the top of his list. This scholarship would be amazing to help me pay for my school and would help me along the way to my educational goals greatly. This scholarship can lower the amount of time that I need to spend working through college, so I can therefore devote more time to focusing on my studies. I am determined to pay for college on my own without receiving financial assistance from my family. I am also intent on not taking out loans or other ways of borrowing money to get through college either. I have worked very hard to get scholarships throughout my senior year, and I will continue to work hard for them throughout college. Alongside my scholarships, I plan to work through school if need be. I would be so thankful to receive a scholarship as considerable as this one, and so grateful for the financial aid that it could provide. I would first like to recognize the amazing quality of candidates that I am up against, and I respect them very much for all of their accomplishments. I think that I deserve to be one of the 4 selected for this scholarship due to my rural roots in this county and my eagerness and desire to help my community. I think that I stand out due to my community service background, where I've put in countless volunteer hours working to help various programs in my community thrive, as well as my hard work throughout high school. Not only did I keep good grades throughout high school, but during my sophomore year, I was inducted into the National Honor Society for my academic excellence, and I was even named Burns High School Student of the Year for 2024. I would like the scholarship committee to know how grateful I am to have made it this far in the selection process. I think that it is an honor to have made it with such tough competition, and I am very grateful to have the consideration of this committee. One question that I have for this committee is if this scholarship has a preference towards agricultural-oriented degrees, or does everyone have an equal chance at receiving it? Thank you, Scholarship Committee, and that is all that I have for you guys today. I just want to give a huge thank you for your time and consideration today and for this amazing opportunity that you offer to students.